What if the secret to a richer life after 58 was doing less, not more? Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But what if we told you that the key to truly enjoying your golden years lies in simplifying, not complicating? Welcome to The Less Is More Revolution, a new paradigm for those entering the best phase of their lives. As we age, our priorities naturally shift. What once seemed crucial may now feel superfluous. It's time to reassess, redefine, and yes, reduce. But don't be mistaken, this isn't a call to inactivity. On the contrary, it's an invitation to a richer, more meaningful, and surprisingly more productive life. By eliminating excess, we make room for what truly matters. In the following sections, we'll explore 7 activities that, when strategically reduced, can transform your post-58 experience. From rethinking our social commitments to re-evaluating our relationship with technology, each aspect offers an opportunity for growth through simplification. Have you ever wondered why sometimes doing less can make us feel more fulfilled? Or why some people seem to thrive in retirement while others feel lost? Get ready to discover how strategic reduction can be the catalyst for a fuller, more joyful, and more authentic life. After all, it's not just about adding years to life, but adding life to years. Are you ready to embark on this journey of discovery and transformation? Let's dive together into the fascinating world of less is more and uncover the secrets to a truly rich life after 58. Recent gerontology studies have revealed a surprising truth. Simplifying our lives as we age isn't just a lifestyle choice. It's a science-backed strategy for enhanced well-being. As we grow older, we naturally become more selective about how we spend our time and energy. This selectivity isn't just a matter of preference, but a biological shift occurring in our maturing brains. Neuroscience research suggests that as we age, our brains actually benefit from reduced mental clutter. Simplifying our environment and routines can lead to improved cognitive function and decreased stress levels. The science is clear. Strategic simplification isn't about deprivation, it's about optimization. By focusing on what truly matters, we free up cognitive resources for creativity, relationships, and personal growth. This process of simplification allows us to prioritize activities and relationships that bring the most joy and fulfillment. The overwhelming volume of stuff in our lives, be it physical possessions, commitments, or digital clutter, can be addressed through mindful simplification. This process of curating our lives allows us to unlock the power of less and discover a more fulfilling life after 58. What if the key to happiness after 58 isn't gaining more approval, but caring less about it? This might sound counterintuitive, especially after decades of building relationships and reputations. However, as we enter our golden years, the need for constant approval can become a significant barrier to personal growth and satisfaction. The approval addiction is a common yet often overlooked issue, particularly for those over 58. We've spent much of our lives trying to meet expectations, those of our parents, spouses, children, employers, and society at large. But at this stage of life, isn't it time to prioritize our own expectations and desires? Dr. Kristin Neff, a pioneer in the field of self-compassion research, argues that constantly seeking approval from others can lead to a fragile sense of self-worth. When our self-esteem is contingent on the approval of others, we're on an emotional roller coaster, she explains. True contentment comes from self-acceptance and living authentically. Let's explore some common areas where approval-seeking behavior often persists after 58 family dynamics. As parents and grandparents, we might find ourselves constantly trying to meet our family's expectations. We worry about being the perfect grandparent or continuing to be the family problem solver, even at the expense of our own needs and desires. Social media presence. In our increasingly digital world, the pressure to present a curated, likable version of our lives can be intense. We might find ourselves oversharing or altering our true experiences to gain more likes and positive comments. Community involvement. While community engagement can be fulfilling, sometimes we overcommit or take on roles that don't truly resonate with us simply because we feel it's expected or will gain us approval. Personal style and lifestyle choices. Whether it's how we dress, how we spend our time, or the hobbies we pursue, we might find ourselves making choices based on what we think others will approve of, rather than what truly brings us joy. So why do we continue to seek approval even in our later years? Often, this behavior stems from long-held beliefs and past experiences. Perhaps we grew up in an environment where love and acceptance were conditional on meeting certain expectations. Or maybe professional success throughout our careers reinforced the belief that external validation is the key to happiness. Dr. Ellen Langer, a Harvard psychologist known for her work on mindfulness, suggests that breaking free from the approval addiction requires a shift in mindset. We need to move from a place of evaluation to a place of appreciation, she says. Instead of constantly judging ourselves against others' standards, we can learn to appreciate our unique journey and contributions. Here are some strategies for reducing approval-seeking behaviors. The what would I do if no one knew? Exercise. When making decisions, ask yourself what you would choose if no one would ever know about it. This can help uncover your true desires, free from the influence of others' opinions. Practice saying no. Without explanation, you don't always need to justify your choices. A simple "no, thank you" can be liberating. Set personal boundaries. It's okay to limit your availability or decline invitations that don't align with your personal goals or energy levels. Embrace unconventional choices. Always wanted to try salsa dancing but worried about what others might think? Now's the time. Pursuing your genuine interests, regardless of societal norms, can be incredibly fulfilling. The concept of selective caring is also crucial. Not everyone's opinion should carry equal weight in your life. Identify the handful of people whose opinions truly matter to you and focus on those relationships. For everyone else, their approval, or lack thereof, doesn't need to impact your choices. Building self-validation and inner confidence is a process, but it's never too late to start. Here are some techniques. Daily affirmations. Start your day by acknowledging your worth, independent of your achievements or others' opinions. Celebrate small wins. Recognize and appreciate your efforts, not just the outcomes. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a good friend. Reflect on past successes. Remind yourself of the challenges you've overcome and the wisdom you've gained over the years. It's inspiring to note that many famous individuals found success by defying expectations later in life. Take Grandma Moses, who began her painting career at 78 and became one of America's most renowned folk artists. Or Colonel Sanders, who franchised Kentucky Fried Chicken at the age of 62. These individuals succeeded not by seeking approval, but by following their passions regardless of societal expectations. Here's a simple journaling exercise to help identify and challenge approval-seeking patterns. For 1 week, jot down instances where you made a decision primarily to gain approval. Next to each instance, write what you would have done if approval wasn't a factor. 3. Reflect on the differences. How might your life change if you consistently chose the second option? The freedom and authenticity that come from reducing the need for others' approval can be transformative. Imagine the energy you could redirect towards personal growth, new experiences, or deepening relationships when you're no longer constantly seeking validation. Remember, at this stage of life, you've earned the right to be unapologetically yourself. Your quirks, passions, and unique perspective are what make you interesting and valuable. By releasing the need for constant approval, you open the door to living a life that's truly your own. As you move forward, consider these questions. Whose approval do you find yourself seeking most often? What's one small step you could take this week to prioritize your own desires over others' expectations? How might your relationships change if you focused more on authenticity than approval? Embracing this mindset doesn't mean becoming selfish or disregarding others' feelings. Instead, it's about finding a balance where you honor your own needs and desires while still maintaining meaningful connections. As you continue your journey beyond 58, consider making reduce approval-seeking behavior one of the activities on your list of things to do less. By letting go of the constant need for validation, you might just find yourself living a life that's more authentic, fulfilling, and truly your own. After all, isn't that the kind of life we've been working towards all along? In our society, busyness is often worn as a badge of honor. However, saying no more often can actually improve quality of life, especially as we navigate our golden years. This is the essence of the commitment conundrum, a challenge many face as they age. Social psychology research suggests that every yes is essentially a no to something else. As we age, it becomes crucial to invest our energy wisely. Mastering the art of the strategic no involves several practical strategies. One approach is to pause when faced with a new commitment and ask whether it will energize or drain you. For non-urgent requests, giving yourself time to decide can prevent impulsive agreements. When declining, expressing gratitude for the opportunity can soften the no and preserve relationships. Implementing a commitment audit can be a powerful tool. This involves evaluating each activity based on its alignment with personal values and energy levels. The goal is to do less overall, but to be happier and more impactful in the areas that truly matter. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-care. It's about creating space for what truly matters in this exciting chapter of life. By carefully considering our commitments, we can identify and eliminate unnecessary obligations that might be holding us back from living our best life after 58. In our hyper-connected world, the internet has become an indispensable part of daily life. However, for adults over 58, excessive online engagement can lead to information overload and cognitive strain. Recent studies in neuroscience have shown that constant digital stimulation can affect memory, attention span, and even sleep patterns. A digital detox isn't about completely abandoning technology. It's about creating a healthier relationship with it. Start by establishing tech-free zones in your home, particularly in the bedroom. This simple act can improve sleep quality and reduce late-night anxiety. Set specific times, for checking emails and social media rather than responding to every notification. Consider adopting a digital nutrition approach. Just as we're selective about what we eat, we should be mindful of our digital consumption. Prioritize high-quality, enriching content over mindless scrolling. Engage in online activities that stimulate cognitive function, such as language learning apps or brain training games, but in moderation. Interestingly, research has shown that reducing screen time can lead to increased face-to-face interactions, which are crucial for maintaining cognitive health as we age. Balancing online and offline activities can enhance overall well-being and mental acuity. Remember, technology should serve you, not control you. By implementing a thoughtful digital detox, you're not just reclaiming your brain from the internet. You're opening up space for more meaningful experiences and connections in your golden years. What if striving for perfection is actually holding you back from living your best life after 58? This might seem counterintuitive, but for many in their golden years, the pursuit of perfection can become a significant obstacle to joy, relaxation, and personal growth. Perfectionism, often seen as a virtue, can be a double-edged sword. While it can drive us to achieve great things, it can also lead to procrastination, stress, and missed opportunities. As we age, the weight of perfectionist tendencies can become increasingly burdensome, preventing us from fully embracing the freedom and joy that this stage of life can offer. Dr. Thomas Curran, a social psychologist at the London School of Economics, has extensively researched perfectionism across different age groups. His findings suggest that perfectionistic tendencies can actually increase with age, particularly in areas where we feel we should have mastery. This can lead to a paradoxical situation where our quest for the perfect retirement, the perfect hobby, or the perfect grandparenting style actually diminishes our enjoyment of these experiences. So how can we break free from the perfectionism trap? Enter the concept of satisficing versus maximizing in decision-making. Coined by Nobel laureate Herbert Simon, satisficing involves making a choice that is good enough for your needs, rather than trying to make the absolute best choice possible. Dr. Barry Schwartz, in his book, The Paradox of Choice, argues that satisficers tend to be happier than maximizers. They're more content with their decisions and less likely to experience regret or second-guessing. For those over 58, adopting a satisficing approach can lead to greater peace of mind and more time to actually enjoy life rather than endlessly weighing options. Practical strategies for recognizing and overcoming perfectionistic tendencies include the 80-20 rule. Also known as the Pareto principle, this rule suggests that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. Apply this to your tasks. Aim for 80% perfection instead of 100%. You'll likely find that the extra time and stress required for that last 20% isn't worth it. Setting time limits. Give yourself a reasonable time frame for decision-making or task completion. When the time is up, go with what you have. This prevents endless tweaking and overthinking. Practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. Would you berate a friend for a less than perfect outcome? Probably not. Extend that same grace to yourself. Reframing failures. Instead of viewing imperfect outcomes as failures, see them as learning experiences. Each failure is an opportunity for growth and a story to share. Research has shown that perfectionism can have negative health impacts, especially in older adults. A study published in the Journal of Health Psychology found that perfectionism was associated with higher levels of stress, anxiety, and depression in the grand tapestry of life. It's not the flawlessly executed moments that tend to stand out in our memories. It's the slightly askew dinner party where everyone ended up laughing in the kitchen. It's the imperfect vacation where an unexpected detour led to a charming local encounter. It's the wobbly pottery piece made in your first art class that becomes a cherished gift. As you continue your journey beyond 58, consider making Reduce Perfectionism one of the activities on your list of things to do less. By embracing good enough, you might just find that you're creating more space for joy, spontaneity, and genuine connection in your life. And isn't that, after all, pretty perfect? While the concept of decluttering has gained popularity in recent years, for those over 58, it's about more than just tidying up. It's about curating a living space that enhances well-being and reflects personal values. This approach, often referred to as mindful living, has roots in both environmental psychology and gerontology. Research in environmental gerontology suggests that our living spaces play a crucial role in our mental and emotional health as we age. A well-curated home can reduce stress, improve mood, and even enhance cognitive function. It's not about minimalism, but about surrounding yourself with items that truly matter. Start by evaluating each possession not just for its practical use, but for its emotional and memory value. This process, sometimes called legacy curation, involves keeping items that tell your life story and bring genuine joy. It's about quality over quantity. Consider creating joy-centered spaces in your home. These are areas designed specifically for activities you love, whether it's reading, crafting, or enjoying music. Such spaces can serve as daily reminders of what brings fulfillment to your life. Interestingly, the act of curating your living space can itself be therapeutic. Studies have shown that the process of decluttering and reorganizing can provide a sense of control and accomplishment, particularly beneficial for older adults. Remember, curated living is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. As your interests and needs evolve, so too should your living space. By thoughtfully shaping your environment, you're not just decluttering, you're creating a sanctuary that supports and enriches your life in its prime years.